trading profits.
So if you're an LLC and you become S-corp, you cannot pay yourself a salary. That's another little caveat. So you have to be an S-corp.
Okay.
Be an S-corp. Yeah. So yeah.
Tony S-corp, my friend. Bam.
But that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
For most.
So even as a trader, because the people might do that where they trade commodity stocks, whatever, incorporate themselves as S-corp, I guess, huh?
I would do that as an S-corp. Yeah, and that's another thing because I've seen like day traders do that schedule, and you do so much trading that your top line is like it could be like a couple of $1 million because it's in and out. You're trying to do these short trades during a short period of time. So these 1099s come out. They're like when you look at the sales and the purchases, they're huge numbers.
Gotcha.
You don't want to put that on your 1040. It's just a big red flag.
Okay,
it's problems.
Fair enough. So if you're doing the trading on the side and you got a regular job, especially, definitely switch over to S. Marius Pagel goes, or Pagel, starting an online mindset coaching business soon. Would an LLC be beneficial right off the bat? Can I use traveling or home rental expenses as write-offs? Florida is my home state.
So that's a great thing too. So that's another thing I'm going to do for you. Like for instance, what you guys do. Yeah. So definitely LLC, but you want to be an S-corp.
Yeah.
You want to be an S-corp because it's just, if it's not a rental property, become an LLC, but make it an S-corp.
Yeah.
If it's a rental property, just stay an LLC.
Is there a way for them to make it an S-corp off the rip, or do they have to open it up as an LLC?
Yeah,
just
you
for
can.
Ease?
Yeah, you could do. So, the only thing is just like, okay, I'm going to, open up my ABC Inc. INC. You just don't use LLC. Yeah, you could just do a profit. But why? Just get the best of both worlds. You could get the limited liability plus the S-corp status. So you get in the best.
So it's
of both
like a
worlds,
hybrid. It's not a full S-corp. When you have
it's a
LLC
full
first.
S-corp. It's treated for tax purposes. So why not get the best? The lawyers came up with the LLC. So use what they came up with, and the IRS is giving you the option to treat it as an S-corp. So to get both.
Okay, so start off as an LLC so that you can go ahead and get both sides. But if you just open it as an S-corp, you're not able to get the benefits of an LLC.
Correct. Because now you're just treated as a straight corporation, S-corp.
Got it.
So you don't have limited liability.
Oh, that's smart.
Okay.
I mean, there is some corporate protection there. That's more from a legal standpoint. But I like the LLC better.
So start with LLC, then make it S-corp.
Yeah, a few months in, but do it within a year, right?
There's also been things where I've had like if it's a limited liability where your account can't get like your bank account. I think there's something that has to do with your bank account can't get like garnished. If you're set up as a limited liability, where if it's set up as just a corporation, they can go in there and get it though. I think that's one of the things too that I learned along the way. That's only I came across it a couple of times.
What about child support?
Well, child support, they're going to get it anyway.
Damn. Niggas, you can't beat that one.
So yeah, LLC beneficial off the bat, then switch over, my friend. And then he said, can I use traveling or home rental expenses? Go back to that last one. He's asking, can I use traveling or home rental expenses as write-offs?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So I'm going to be doing like a special thing for like content creators where they're maybe running it out of their house.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a special segment that I'm gonna focus on too.
And they could write off up to a certain percentage, right?
You take a percentage of the square footage, and then you could write off a percentage of your utilities, your interest, your insurance, so on and so forth.
Rents,
whatever you're paying for that house. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Albo Ace
goes LLC. That's 50-50 partnership. My brother and our business grosses about $250K a year. We file taxes as S-corp, and our company pays us W-2s as employees. We don't have any other employees besides us two. Is this a solid structure for better tax purposes?
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect.
Cool. 50-50. All right, sweet. Good stuff, Albo. You're doing it right. The one Curiso, $5. Appreciate that. Member Lord Titus, I have a videography business, been filing as a sole proprietorship for the past few years. Would an LLC be beneficial?
Yes, get rid of that ASAP.
Yeah. That's an L.
And become an S-corp.
Yeah, LLC.
LLC.
What is a sole proprietor? Well, that's not. What is
another
sole proprietor? Schedule C.
Yeah,
that's Schedule C. That's what happens. You become a sole proprietor when you don't elect to be treated as an LLC, or if you just do a business and you don't form a corporation, then you just default to a sole proprietor.
Isn't that tax more?
Yeah, so that now you're subject to the 15.3%.
I just knew one thing: don't be sole proprietor. Whatever it is. Yeah.
Okay, so bro, you need to switch. So what should he do in his case? Should he go make an LLC immediately?
Yeah, go make an LLC, get a tax ID number, and then fill out these two. I don't know if you just write this down. You got to fill out And you could get this on my book too, because I talk about the two forms and I give the links in there.
Write this down.
Yeah. So if you go in there and you DM me and you DM me Fresh and Fit in that book, I'm going to show you, walk you through the steps, where to start, what to do next, how to fill out that form. And then I'm going to be uploading some videos on there because you're going to have questions on how do I fill out this 8832 form? What box
That's the
do
form
I need
for an
to
LLC?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to have those two forms. They have some tricky questions on there and you have to fill them out in a specific way to make sure you don't F them up. So I'm going to give the 2 videos on there that's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks, whatever. And then that'll show you exactly what boxes to check, why to check those boxes, the stuff that we do, the stuff that I do every day. I'm just going to give it away for free.
So do they have to, let's say he's in the state of Florida for simple purposes. He needs to make the LLC in Florida. Once he gets that EIN number, right, for making the LLC in Florida, then he goes and does this this IRS form 8832.
8832 and then 2553.
Boom. Write that down, guys. So if you want to start your LLC, go to your state department website, whatever it may be, which is, for businesses, right? In Florida, I think it's Sunbiz, right? Yeah. In other states, it's called the Department of State for businesses, whatever. Every state has its own thing, but either way, you go ahead, create that LLC in your state, wherever you live. Once it's incorporated, you get an EIN number from the IRS. Then once you have that EIN number, which is basically, think of it as a social security number for your business. Correct.
Yeah.
You take that EIN number and you're going to go ahead and put it in your IRS form 8832. And then the other one is
2553.
112553.
No, 2553. Yeah.
And then those 2 forms are going to help them set up as a LLC.
That'll turn the LLC into an S-corp.
Okay.
And then you're done.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you just go walk down to the bank.
In his case, does he need to do anything else since he's not even an LLC? He's got to create the LLC.
He's got to start right from the scratch. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I just had an idea, bro. You should start a Patreon and do videos about all this stuff behind the scenes.
Talk to me about it because I bring the knowledge and the experience to her. I don't bring what you guys have. You guys are the new generation where that's where I was bringing my son in because he knows how to do all this stuff. I grew up, I didn't have a cell phone. You didn't have the internet.
Different times.
So that's, where, so
we'll
you guys.
We'll do a value exchange. You come speak to my network and I'll have you tips on Patreon. There you go. Networking, baby. That's how you do it.
Amen.
Cesar Aguilar. Hey, Myron and Steve, would it be smart to start a car wrapping side hustle as an LLC, stack up a good amount of capital for rental property, then later into more real estate?
That's a great plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great plan, but
is this the same guy that wanted the car wrapping?
I think so. But again, you got to make sure it makes sense because car wrapping is one of those niches where guys have to be into cars. You need to know your marketplace at the very beginning. For example, who's going to be your customers? Can you get customers at all? So before you run into that business, make sure you have customers lined up before you even jump into it.
And guys, keep in mind, I didn't start my real estate LLC until I had 10 plus properties. So it's not like you have to go ahead and incorporate all your all your real estate properties into LLCs immediately. I bought all the properties under my personal name and then I switched them to LLCs after. And the reason
it's easier.